I suppose I should start by telling you a little about myself. I am 19 years old. I live in Pennsylvania, and I guess I've always been a creative person. When I was little, my parents would remark about what a vivid imagination I had. For the most part of my childhood, I liked drawing and writing, and I hated math. I had trouble making friends, so I played with my imaginary friends. We would play games in the woods. I always liked to play with these friends because I knew I could trust them, control them. I knew they would never hurt me. Not like the other beings that I thought of in my head. Or at least I think they were just in my head. I used to have a lot of trouble sleeping at night. I would always get out of bed and get snacks, or watch TV, or play with one of the cats my family would rescue. See, my mom was a veterinarian, so she would take in stray cats, nurse them back to health, and then adopt them out. It drove my parents nuts though, for me to stay up late. Everything was fine until one day, when I was 9 or so. I was up late at night, as per usual, when I was playing downstairs. I was playing with a recent rescue animal, who we called Jacob. But were you expecting Fluffy? For whatever reason, I was drawn to the large glass doors leading to the backyard. Normally I would never go outside at night. The curtains covering them were always shut. This night, however, I felt the urge to go outside. I opened the curtains, almost expecting to see someone or something to be there, staring in, but nothing was there. I started to feel a bit braver, so I opened the door and stepped outside, Jacob in tow. This is when things got bad. See, behind my house is a large field. Past that forest, none of that was visible. We live in the middle of nowhere, so there were no streetlights, nothing. Only empty space. For some reason, this empty space was calling out to me. Somehow, I walked into the abyss. I felt a breeze against my face, which smelled like honeysuckle and sage in Mom's garden. I kept walking until, out of the darkness, I saw something walk towards me. It was glowing a pale white. My first thought was a ghost of some sort. This was different, more physical. It had a vaguely humanoid shape, but where were the eyes at? They were just black orbs. On this white form, almost like it was absorbing the darkness. I wasn't even sure if it was getting closer, bigger. I finally broke out of my trance and ran back inside, slamming the door behind me. I took a deep breath, and then was drawn to look back outside. It was there, right there, staring in. I shut the curtains and ran back, screaming to my room. My parents woke up and found me in my room. They yelled at me for being up so late, and about how my dad was about to have to work in the morning. I, however, was just glad to be alive and safe. Jacob was gone forever though, consumed by the thing. When I told my mom the next morning, he said I was probably tired and imagined it, that Jacob ran away when he was out, and that we would see him again, but we never did. She tried to tell me that he must have found a new home. I knew she was lying. For a while, that was that. But ever since then, I've always made sure that all the curtains are closed after sunset, and to never, ever go out after dark. I went away to college a year ago, and came back home for vacations. A few nights ago, while at home for Christmas break, I decided to go outside one late night for a smoke. Momentarily regained my childhood experience. The air was freezing cold, but the cigarette momentarily warmed me. It formed the only light in this darkness, and soon it appeared again. I ran back inside, just like before. Since then, I keep having nightmares that I will look out the window and see it. Its black, shadowy eyes. Its all-consuming body. I'm starting to lose the ability to tell my dreams from reality. I just want to know if I really saw that thing. If it's haunting me, or if it marked me in some way. My friends think I'm crazy, but do you think that I'm crazy?